Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be going over a game that I played on live stream on my TikTok. Essentially, I played against a 2150 rated player. Now, mind you, I'm floating around 1500 rated. It's kind of just playing viewers for fun, and I didn't expect to really come out with anything. But you're in for a treat. I'm going to go over that here in a second. I'm going to move over the camera, and yeah, we'll get it going. So, essentially, what happened today is I was playing black against a 2150. This guy here, he's honestly really good. But we'll go over. He went with e4 as the first option, and then I replied with e5. Pretty standard. Most people just play that. He went bishop c4. I went for the Berlin. Now, mind you, I've never played against this opening, or at least remember or studied playing that one. I initially thought about, going here, but I didn't really like the idea of this happening, so I kind of, obviously, as you see with the eval bar, it's 1.1, not good for white. So I was kind of sitting there thinking, okay, what could I do? I could bring the knight out, XYZ, could take, but anyways, didn't end up doing that. I decided to go knight c6, which automatically I'm losing. Just big mistake. I had a bit of a psychological pressure against the 2150. I didn't really play anything that was right directly out of the opening. We're already 4 moves in, and he's +4. So he actually made an inaccuracy behind that. So the position is completely equal. I actually expected him to do exactly what the computer suggests, which is d5. Putting pressure on here and having a pretty good pawn structure. But I decided to just go here, and he decided to castle. So overall, pretty decent position for us. Even though we made some mistakes, and he did sort of even though white's +3 or plus 0.3. But yeah, I decided to go bishop g4, pretty standard, just developing, and then he goes to pin the knight. Now, makes sense, you're going to go for this. I can't move it because it's pinned, and then you end up winning. So I decided, all right, I'm going to go ahead and immediately, I think that's what I did. Yep. So I have a6 is an inaccuracy. Again, I should have been taking this the whole time, which kind of fell out of my overall vision, I guess you could say. But he goes bishop takes c6. It's a great move. I take with the pawn, and he takes e5. And then I decided to take the knight. The reason being really why I thought this was, if I take here, I have this happening here, and I didn't really like the overall look of the position after that. Probably need to bring it out just a little bit more. But yeah, anyways, so I decided to take the knight. He takes with the queen, and then I take back with the pawn. Now, I expected the rook to go to d1, which is exactly what happened. And then I decided to just kind of block with the bishop developing. Now, I don't really understand really much of why this is an inaccuracy. This again, I'm a 1500 rated. He's 2100. He has a way more superior opening already. We both made some mistakes, and he made a mistake right as I made a mistake too, which happened twice this game. So I was very concerned about, okay, I didn't want to get pinned, which I knew this was going to happen. So I decided to play h6 to prevent that, which is only a good move. Doesn't really actually improve my position. So I said, okay, worrying about this, I'm worrying about that, because he can take, but then this and then that, it doesn't really look so nice, even though he loses material. I didn't really like the idea of that, so I decided to go g6. Now, already I'm losing, even though it's equal material. I remember playing the game and thinking, I'm not sure if I have a better position. Thought about maybe going knight h5 to attack the queen, get it out of there. But he ends up going f4. So, which is a pretty vital mistake to the overall position. He had a lot of momentum coming into it. So, f4, definitely a mistake, which going to explain why. You have queen here, and then it kind of goes off from there, which is what I did. Queen e7, and then he goes f5. So, a big mistake. And I go here, rook d8, blunder. I did not notice this. So, I remember, I think I was playing the live, and then I realized that f takes g6, f takes g6, and then queen takes g6, check, queen f7, queen takes f7. Would have been pretty brutal. But he misses it. So I take. Now, mind you, now that this file is open, I have a nice rook maneuver to put pressure on the pawn in front of the king. So I go ahead and I put the rook there after he takes, and then I decided to go knight there. Reason being is I'm discovering the attack here and also threatening this. So let's say we trade, right? Now this could be traded off, and then you have something like this, and then this might be hanging, so I might go here, here, and then my rook is just in a really good position. So with knight g4, I'm officially, at least advantage-wise, minutely there. So he decides to go back. He didn't want to trade the queen, which honestly, when you're 2150, makes sense. You're not trying to lose all your power. You know, you want to actually beat the 1500. Luckily, this was unrated, and he didn't lose any rating, and unfortunately for me, I didn't gain any rating. But he said he was playing at his seriousness level. He wasn't just playing just to have fun, which for most people, they might want to say something like that, which is totally valid. You know, when you're playing just a game where you're just kind of chilling, you're not going to play on top of your peak. So he goes there, and then here's the tactic here. So the problem is the queen, if I take the bishop, then if queen takes, we have the absolute most disgusting move, right? Queen takes, and then this was the move that changed the game for me, which I noticed almost immediately. In 1 second, I played bishop c5, pinning the queen to the king. Brutal game, brutal move, and I'm winning. We're up to 2150. And it was at this moment when I was in the stream, I lost my marbles. I started shaking. I was worried. I was like, oh my God, I might be actually winning here. And I was. And he takes rook, which just totally makes sense. You know, you want to throw off the queen or the king a little bit, which then I go there, or he goes rook d1 check. And then I go king c8, just to kind of hide away from any checks. Now the pin is still there. So he's got to think, okay, going to have to trade, and then I'm up significant amount of material. So then he goes there, which was really didn't make much sense to me, because rook d3, you may defend the queen, but you're supposed to just take the bishop regardless, and then keep your rook there, holding the file. So then I take the queen, which, whoa, an inaccuracy, right? Fucking whatever. The real move was supposed to go here. So what's crazy is the queen can't take because it's pinned. And then the queen can't take either because then it would be checkmate. So most people in my rating would not see this. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. It looks like a psycho move. But I didn't find it, obviously, because I'm not that good. So I decided to take. And then I thought again I could play the same sort of concept, pinning the piece to the king. So then I go here. Now, the only move he could, you can go here, you can go here, which king f2 is what he played. And then I had this really nice little overloading tactic, which is not really sacking the rook, but it pulls the protection away if you take, because then I have this, and then overall I'm crushing. So he goes king f3, and then I started to think for a minute. I was kind of like, I could go here, I could maybe try to throw some checks in there, but there's no real checks that are doable without losing material. So I said, okay, how can I maybe win this? Because this is attacking this. So if I can get here, then maybe I can, win another rook, which would be pretty nice, which is what happened. So I go there. He goes knight e2, potentially blocking this, right? It makes sense. But you're gonna see why it doesn't. Why it's an inaccuracy. So I go rook h3 check. Now I'm skewering here and threatening to take this. So he goes knight g3, and now again for the second time I'm allowing him to take my rook. I'm allowing him, and then I take it. Rook takes g3. Now taking is the best option, because if you don't, then I'm double attacking against the king with the protected rook and queen. Absolutely crushing in the first 27 moves of the game. And he resigned. And I won against a 2150. Now, mind you guys, I'm currently doing a series of Road to 2000 ELO. And today, I actually lost the first few games I was playing. So I was really worried that I was in bad form today, and I wasn't really playing very well. I was kind of like, man, I'm down on my luck. And this guy invited me, and he's like, hey, let's play. And I was absolutely blown away. He resigned. And as you can see, it's mate in 8. In some cases, mate in 2. And yeah, I won against a 2150 rated. And in over the board, 2150 could be expert master level player. And the irony behind it all is I'm nowhere near that. So me beating him was an absolute honor, excitement for sure. Excuse me. And yeah, I was freaking out. And then, ironically, today I was supposed to go to a chess tournament, so this might be my sign to do that. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys this video. It's not going to be like playing a game. I'm just going to be showing you this game. But yeah, I am absolutely thrilled with myself right now. 2150 is the highest rated player I've ever beaten, like ever. So this is definitely going on the highlight reel. And then we're going to go on the review too, so you guys can actually see what was going on. I'm trying to find out. So 84.5% accuracy. Now, you're going to judge me and be like, hey, you beat a 2150. I was paying like a 70% accuracy rating. He's probably not 2150, but he is. So I went on his account, and he's like rated 2000 plus on several different ones, like 1986, 1960, 2150. He's highly rated in puzzles. He's really good at Puzzle Rush, good at everything. And he plays against 2000 rateds on a regular basis. So for me, this was an absolute crazy game, and a good sign that I do have the potential to become 2000, which is the goal I have right now. And I've only been playing for about a year, seriously at least a year. But yeah, I hope I can continue to play like this, and I can continue to have fun in the game of chess. And yeah, appreciate you guys joining though. I'm gonna probably drop a different video tonight. Maybe I do the tournament, or maybe I just do online games today, but I'm going to try to pump out more games, because I've been kind of working a lot recently, so I haven't really had to be uploading any videos. But appreciate y'all checking back in. It's Chase the Man. You can add me on username with the chess.com base. And yeah, if you want to play me, just comment down below, subscribe to the channel, like. I always appreciate the support. I've only got like 50 subs, so kind of keep it going. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful day, and you have a great day.